This woman is about to take the life of a rising pop star. Let's call her Yolanda. She's in her early 30s living in Texas, and one night in the early 90s, she goes to a concert. There's a local singer on stage, and Yolanda is completely blown away. She's thinking, this woman is incredible, I'm obsessed. From that moment on, she can't stop thinking about her. She's not just a fan. She wants to be her best friend. So she comes up with a plan. Yolanda decides to start a fan club. Not just any fan club, she wants to run the official one. She tracks down the singer's manager, who also happens to be her father. Yolanda reaches out and says, "Can I start a fan club for your daughter?" But Dad isn't interested. He tells her they don't have time or money for that. Yolanda pushes back, saying, "I'll do it for free. You won't have to lift a finger." Still, Dad says no. But Yolanda doesn't give up. She keeps calling him over and over again, 15 times to be exact. Eventually, he gives in and says okay. Now Yolanda is in charge of the official fan club, running it from her home. She starts going to shows, signing up fans, mailing out posters, shirts, and little merch packs. Fans pay a membership fee, and surprisingly, she handles it well. Things go so well that she finally gets to meet the singer in person. That singer is Selena. Over time, Yolanda gets more and more involved. She's not just a fan anymore. She's helping out with work stuff, managing her schedule, helping with phone calls, and eventually they even start paying her as an employee. By now, Selena's career is blowing up. She's winning awards, growing her fanbase, and even opening 2 clothing stores. And since Yolanda's been so involved, they let her manage parts of the business, including the boutiques. She's closer than ever to Selena, and in her mind, they're becoming true friends. But things take a dark turn. Yolanda starts taking money from the business. She's still managing the finances, both for the boutiques and the fan club, and she starts writing checks to herself and submitting fake invoices. Slowly, the business starts losing money. At the same time, Yolanda is still trying to win Selena's affection. There's one moment when the staff all put together $3,000 to buy Selena a birthday present. They choose a ring with an egg-shaped design, since Selena loved decorative eggs. Yolanda offers to take care of the purchase. But instead of using the group's money, she keeps the cash for herself and buys the ring with Selena's business credit card. Then when she gives Selena the gift, she acts like it came from her alone, not the whole team. She wears the ring often and believes Yolanda gave it to her out of personal love and friendship. Yolanda sees this as proof that they're close now, that all her efforts paid off. But behind the scenes, Selena's dad is noticing the missing funds. He looks into the books and finds something's not right. Payments are missing, checks are off, and it all points to Yolanda. That's when he fires her. He removes her from everything and cuts her off from the business. This is where things spiral. Not long after, Yolanda buys a weapon. Then comes tax season. Selena still needs some paperwork from Yolanda, who had managed the financial records. Selena keeps asking for the documents, but Yolanda gives excuse after excuse. Eventually, Selena gets her on the phone and demands the papers. Yolanda says, "Come to my motel, I'll give them to you." Selena goes, picks up the envelope, and leaves. But the next day, she realizes something important is still missing. The key tax form she needs isn't there. She calls Yolanda again. Instead of helping, Yolanda tells a dramatic story. She claims something traumatic happened to her on a trip, and says she's injured and needs medical attention. She tells Selena she's in no condition to deal with paperwork. Selena, being kind-hearted, believes her. She picks Yolanda up from the motel and takes her to the hospital. But when doctors examine Yolanda, they find no sign of any injuries. Selena realizes she made it all up. Now she's angry. She drives Yolanda back to the motel and follows her inside. She demands the tax papers. They start arguing. Voices rise. Selena takes off the egg-shaped ring and hands it back. For Yolanda, this is crushing. That ring meant everything. She thought it symbolized friendship and trust. Then Yolanda snaps. She suddenly reveals the weapon. Selena runs. Yolanda fires the weapon, and Selena is injured in the shoulder. But Selena keeps going. She runs to the lobby of the motel and shouts, "I've been hurt," before collapsing on the floor. Paramedics rush her to the hospital. Meanwhile, police arrive at the motel and start searching. They find Yolanda sitting in her red pickup in the parking lot. When officers approach, she refuses to get out. She threatens to hurt herself. The situation turns into a long standoff. A SWAT team arrives. They talk to her for hours. Back at the hospital, Selena, just 23 years old, doesn't make it.
Thank you, Ben. That's right. We are standing by live in Corpus Christi, right across the street from the Days Inn where this shooting did occur earlier today.
After 9 hours, Yolanda finally gives up. Police arrest her on the spot. Here's her booking photo. She goes to trial. The evidence is undeniable. She's found guilty and gets life in prison. All because she couldn't accept the truth. Admiration isn't love and obsession isn't friendship. She was eligible for parole in 2025, but her request was denied. The board said she's still a danger. Her next review will be in 2030. Selena's death shocked the world. She was at the height of her career just days after her last concert. Her final moments were a call for help. Selena's legacy still lives on, a Grammy-winning icon remembered through music, films, museums, and fans around the globe.